So we started a speaking tour to educate parents. And one of the things that started coming up over and over and over again was surveys, screeners, check-ins. Well, there's an app called Rhythm that's used in a number of school districts, particularly in North Texas, but now we're seeing it other places.
I feel that this bill could be the most important bill of the session.
They said that 26.009 did not cover survey, check-in, screening, or lesson.
They do circle time every morning where they sit on the rug in their classroom and they each announce their emotion or feeling that day, and they have to state to the class why they're feeling that way.
I realized that he had been subjected to surveys and group counseling sessions without my knowledge and without my consent.
Elementary students are forced to participate in community circles, even when parents have clearly said no.
My daughter has started to feel sad. This is not a sad child. She has never been a sad child. She goes to school happy, comes home sad because she says, well, my friend is sad. I can tell you so many things that happen at home with these kindergartners because they have to state their emotion, then they have to state why they feel that way.
These elementary kids and sometimes middle school kids, they're coming in and the first thing they're getting into is their feelings.
Why is it okay for my child to receive counseling under the guise of circle time without my knowledge?
Parents know what is best for their kids. We need to preserve that right. Crossing of boundaries and mixing of psychological and psychiatric things into our public education is harming our children.
Is there anything that you as a parent would not need to know to facilitate the best outcomes for your children?
It is clear from the Panorama website that data can trigger an individual intervention and that their products are in fact psychological in nature.
A little over a year ago, my son in the kitchen, we're having a conversation, and he says, I took this weird test at school.
In the first week of school, my daughter received an emotional assessment embedded in an English language arts lesson.
We are in a condition in our country where parental rights are under assault in a way that is unacceptable.
They amount to a triaging of children that are asymptomatic.
My background is in psychology, and there's a lot that if you're not a psychologist, you don't maybe understand necessarily the dangers of constantly probing children for and asking them are you okay, because they internalize that and think, oh, maybe I'm not.
Any healthcare provider, counselor, social worker, or practitioner will attest that searching for symptoms is bad practice.
And I would propose that we're asking our children to come in and get all into their emotions instead of getting into education, which is what they're there for.
That application and that vendor also did psychological assessments, and I just think it needs to stop.
The activities, my question was, what are the activities that is prescribed by the
So it'll be a short little video, and Rhythm is
pops up on your phone?
On their Chromebooks or their iPads or their MacBooks.
Louisville ISD used the Rhythm app. These apps can only be accessed during school hours on the school network, so parents didn't even know they existed.
You need to get parental consent.
They're coming and they're saying, how do you feel? How do you feel? Are you angry? Are you sad? What happened at home? What happened?
Rhythm cleaned up their marketing, but their training videos call it a biopsychosocial assessment. This is used in drug addiction treatment to rewire the brain.
So there's only 5 questions. What's it like in your head today? How's your energy today? How do you feel today? How does your body feel today? How's your social life going today?
And the company's website called it a biopsychosocial assessment.
For all of our kids, and they're giving Rhythm surveys as young as kindergarten and putting them in front of a device to ask these questions.
This year we got a complaint from a mom who had opted out of surveys and things like that, and yet her 6-year-old daughter had been subjected to Rhythm.
Because SEL, these programs, these assessments are in the guise of we're going to help your child.
And one of the videos that comes up, it's sand and it's a ball, like, like the Zen gardens that you put the little rake in. And so very trans-like of watching that, and it's about social justice issues.
Pretty much presents itself as a mental health app.
They're very, very weird little videos. It's a complete waste of time.
So we like the bill because basically it provides a broad definition so that parents don't have to play whack-a-mole with things being renamed.